Hello and welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm Rick.
I'm Nikki.
And this is the video where we round up the latest theme park news and rumors, wrap it up, put a bow on top, and share it with you guys. Plus, as always, we will answer some viewer questions at the end. Before we get going with the news, before I press the record button, you were saying how much you like doing the news.
I do. I enjoy it.
And I was saying how much I don't like doing the news.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, yeah, we are opposites on some things.
Of all the things we do edited vlogs, live stream, and the news here, the weekly roundup.
Yes.
My least favorite.
Really?
Yeah. But I know a lot of people like it. That's why I do it.
Yeah, I don't mind in-studio stuff. I mean, I'm in air conditioning. I can have my hair done.
No. I like to be in the parks with the action.
I got you.
So, all right, now on to the news.
Okay.
Let's start with some reopening news.
Excellent.
Disneyland, that's that park over there in California. They have some theme parks over there too.
They do.
They got a couple. Disneyland is going to reopen, and the opening date, this is like 13 months since it's been closed though.
Wow.
The opening date will be April 30th.
It will open with some new requirements, very similar to what we had here in Orlando, Florida.
They're copying us. The parks will reopen with limited capacity and require a reservation system for visitors to get in. The California parks are expected to open initially with a 15% capacity and could eventually increase up to 35% depending on the pandemic situation.
It's also been reported that there are no out-of-state travel into California Disneyland theme parks.
Right. Only California residents may visit Disneyland.
Yes. It's such a bummer. I mean, it's a good thing I canceled my trip.
Yeah, because you were going to do a whole Alaskan cruise and visit all the theme parks as well as your family out there.
Yes. Yeah. So and one of them was Disneyland and Universal out there, Universal Hollywood. So,
But when they had made an exception for you, since you are a California native, you were born there. When you're born there, you should be able to go.
Honestly, if I bring my birth certificate, can I get in?
I think so. I would allow it, but I don't know about Disney. Now, regarding the reopening.
Yes.
Earlier in the week, this is a little report that was kind of circulated, that there would be no screaming allowed on roller coasters in California. That was the story going around, but we have received different word from, the California Parks and Recreation Department.
Okay.
Or am I thinking of a TV show?
I know, it's the Parks and Recreation. Sounds very similar to a TV
California
show.
Attractions and Park Association.
Okay, there you go.
Is the official thing. But they sent out some tweets to clarify that.
Okay, good.
Let me read the tweet. California's amusement parks are excited to reopen responsibly under the recently released state guidance for the amusement park industry. These guidelines do not require parks to prohibit screaming. There you go. I emphasize the words do not. So they are not banning screaming on rides and roller coasters in California. This thing got circulated because, it's not that far-fetched.
Really?
For this to be like a thing.
I mean, in today's world, yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But for now, all you Californians who are going to go to Disney World and Knott's Berry Farm and all those other places, scream your heads off. We are now in spring break season.
Full on.
We've completed the first week.
Yeah.
It was a crazy first week.
Woo! Yes.
Let's see. It's almost impossible to get a reservation for any Disney park.
Oh, yeah.
For a pass holder, for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I've heard the same, too, in the weeks coming.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, boy. And then already this past week at Universal, they did reach capacity several times.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days in a row. That's crazy.
I think Volcano Bay was the most popular one, the one that reached capacity first. Or just maybe because it's smaller.
Okay.
And you think of going to a water park and someplace like that as a spring break activity.
Sure.
Water, beaches, stuff like that, water fun.
And the weather's been fantastic here.
Oh, it was beautiful earlier in the week. So, crazy first week of spring break.
Yes.
And we do have a question in the Q&A section about Volcano Bay. We're going to get to that. We'll get to that later.
Sure.
But it's very apropos. We're talking about spring break, so this time of year.
So I was on the annual pass holder Facebook group page, but this one particularly was for Universal, and they were talking about there's a cheerleading event coming.
Oh, yeah.
The first 2 weeks in May, they are predicting heavy, crowd levels for both Disney and Universal the first 2 weeks in May. And usually we thought, okay, well, by May you're good. Well, I guess there's a huge cheerleading competition coming. And yes, and they're both spread out between,
all
both
the parks. Yeah.
All the parks, yeah. So just be aware that as we're getting new information and new information's coming in, we want to share this with you the first 2 weeks in May.
First 2 weeks in May. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Glad I brought you along in this episode.
Doing what I can to help.
Back to some Universal news, this time overseas, Universal Japan.
Okay.
Super Nintendo World, which had a soft opening, had its grand opening on March 18th.
Uh-huh.
Our daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
So it is now officially open for everyone.
Nice.
It has grandly opened.
That's fantastic. I can't wait till we get over there.
A couple of the main attractions include Mario Kart, Yoshi's Adventure. Uh-huh. That's over there in Japan.
Okay.
Now, they are currently working on one, constructing one right now as we speak in Universal Hollywood. They have not announced like a time frame as to when that will be open.
Gotcha.
But the one that's coming to Orlando, the Super Nintendo World coming to Orlando, we are assuming would obviously be done with Epic Universe.
Right.
And that won't be until probably completed the year 2025. Ooh. So sometime between now and then, Hollywood's will open. And hopefully by then, they won't have that restriction on who can go to the theme parks, and we can go check it out.
I know. I'm a little salty right now. Like, here in Orlando, we just have to keep waiting and waiting. I mean, thank goodness we're finally getting it back. Mm-hmm. That was great news that we could drop the other week or two ago. But man, I'm bummed that California's getting it before us. Darn it!
But we can't even go to Japan.
I know. We can't go to Japan. Can't go to California. We're like just stuck.
But Japan's not even letting visitors in for the Olympics.
Oh no! I didn't know that.
No.
Wow.
So eventually, we will make our way to Super Nintendo World somewhere. Even if it has to be here in 2025. Well, the first day of spring has sprung. I think it was actually yesterday.
Okay, March 20th?
Yeah, I think so. Saturday, I think, was the first day of spring.
Nice.
Which means I am officially on Iron Gwazi watch.
Ooh.
Now, some point in the past, it was out there, even by Busch Gardens itself, that the opening time frame for Iron Gwazi was going to be the spring of 2021.
Okay.
However, I have since been back onto their website, and they don't mention any time frame.
Really?
Regardless, I'm staying on watch for Iron Gwazi.
Nice.
Yeah, I love those big fast coasters.
Yes, you do. Fans of the Monster Cafe should be happy.
Yes. Now, that little quick service restaurant at Universal has been closed most of the time during this reopening. I think it was open just a short little bit in one busy season.
Yes.
But it has now started a mobile pickup.
Okay.
Yeah, express pickup. And the good news is that, first of the bad news.
Okay, what's the bad news?
It's a limited menu. It's not the full Monsters Cafe menu, but that's okay.
Okay.
And just like 4 or 5 items. And it's going to be open, I think, 11:30 to 3:30 daily.
Okay. Open for lunch.
Yes. And the good thing is, when you mobile order your items or your food from the Monsters Cafe, you are actually allowed to take it inside of the cafe.
Okay, there's your positive.
Yes. Yes, that's the good news. Like,
yes.
You can actually take it inside the restaurant and eat in there and enjoy the atmosphere and the ambiance.
Right.
One of the best quick service decor.
Yes. Because I was going to say that. That's the best part of, I think, Monsters Cafe is the fact it's not necessarily the food, but the atmosphere is so great.
I like the food, too.
Yeah, the food's not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Good. It's
the pizza's good and the andouille sausage is great. So, I mean...
And the barbecue stuff. It's really like kind of hearty type of food.
It is.
It's not your... I think they have some vegan stuff, like some jackfruit stuff or something.
Right.
But when you think of the food at the Monsters Cafe, I think of that kind of that heavy... rich comfort type of food.
Okay.
So, but it is open.
Yay!
Mobile order and walk in, grab yourself a table.
Rumor alert! Rumor alert!
Yes, I do have a couple of rumors. However, I want to save them for in-park video.
Why did you make me say it then, you turd?
People love you saying it.
Oh my god.
And I feel bad. I apologize. But some things I just like to do inside the park. And since These rumors are regarding like new shows and attractions. I kind of want to be there in the park. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification.
That's just mean.
I'll have the rumors. I might do them this week coming up.
Well, yeah. I mean, now you got us hanging, you know?
Well, another thing I got to do, I just forgot. We're supposed to do a video together, like the writing our favorite movies in the theme park.
Yes.
Don't let me forget that.
I won't let you forget.
Maybe we'll have to wait for you to be on spring break for that.
Okay, yes, I think that'd probably be better. Yeah, that was Jaden's idea. Jaden always likes to participate in our premieres and stuff like that.
Yeah, the chats and everything.
Yeah, so that one's for you, Jaden. We're definitely going to make that one happen.
I haven't forgotten about it.
Okay.
And you like the way I kind of diverted
away
from the rumors and everyone being mad that I'm not going to say it?
Mm-hmm. A bait and switch.
Yeah. But, okay, so, but we do have questions and answers.
Question and answer.
That one doesn't work. That doesn't flow like rumor.
No, it doesn't. It's
Q&A. I don't know. Try that.
No, you did. Hey, that's perfect. That should be your thing now.
All right. Let's get you reading these questions.
All right. Here we go.
Hold that thought.
All right.
I forgot I was going to do this.
Okay.
But usually when I have new Flicksters, new supporters on the channel, I'll do that at the end of a video.
Sure.
Let's do it right now.
Okay.
I have you with me to help me with the names.
Oh, no.
You guys
Sorry
can see,
if we butcher the names.
Well, now you guys can see how bad I do these because I edit a lot.
Yeah.
Like usually.
He says it like 20, 30 times.
But anyway, we have some new Flicksters. So welcome to the team. New vice presidents, Lexi, Rexy, and Kim.
Nice.
I think Lexi, Rexy is one person.
Yes.
They didn't put a comma
There's
there.
no comma between.
Yeah. So Lexi, Rexy, and Kim, new vice presidents.
Nice.
And then we have new producers, Liz Rosa, and Larry, Stephanie, and Lydia Strickland are the new producers.
Nice.
And a bunch of new supporters. Lisa Y, and you can do that one.
Mike Stunkoff.
There you go, Mike.
I hope I did it right.
Bella Webster, Nick Morin, Gerard Reynolds, Matthew Gallant. Didn't mess that up, did I?
No, that's good.
Okay,
you did it good.
Hayden Hardwood.
Uh-huh.
And also hello to Cassie Gutierrez. That was pretty easy. I didn't mess up too much,
you did pretty good. Yeah.
And for...
He gave me the hardest one, though.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
sorry. What was his name? Mike.
But thank you guys so much for becoming Flicksters and, supporting the channel.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
And now we can move on to questions and answers.
Okay. All right, here we go. Number 1 is from multiple people. Is there an easier way to rent a cabana at Cabana Bay?
Yes, a lot of people on all types of platforms messaging me about this.
Yeah, we did 2 videos recently about it. We did a pop-up video, which is like background history and fun stuff. And then we also did a full video on everything pretty much you need to know about cabanas at Cabana Bay.
Which, by the way, I'll leave links to those in the description box.
Yeah.
But since that video, people, I guess, have been trying to book the cabanas.
Yeah.
And yes, it is a long, long time on hold.
Yeah, we booked it, our cabanas, in the off-season, and it was still a 2-hour wait.
Yes.
I mean, we literally were on the phone at Chili's.
Well, the thing is, you messed up. You called the number before we went to dinner.
Right.
So...
And I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait on the phone for like 45 minutes. And then I'm just like, okay, I've invested 45 minutes. I'm sticking it out.
Want to give up.
I'm going to win. So
we went to dinner.
We went to dinner, and I'm sitting on hold all through our wait to get into Chili's. When we ate at Chili's, I'm still sitting on the phone holding, and then finally the drive home, and then finally within maybe like 10 minutes of us getting home after dinner, that's when someone finally...
Well, what happened was you had finally given up and like made me hold the phone. And like after I grabbed the phone, it was like, what, 2 minutes?
Yes, like after an hour and 50 minutes, I was like, all right, that's it, you hold on. And then I was like, dang it, I should have given him the phone, like what, an hour and a half ago. Anyway, we diverge.
Yeah,
right.
But no, there's not an easier way.
No, you just gotta...
I think they're probably just understaffed right now.
I would say so. I mean, because
they must be for that type of hold time.
For everything, though, and there's no other way. You can't book it online. You have to call. It's the only way.
If you go online, it just shows you the phone number to call.
Right now,
well, you can do it in the hotels.
Oh, in the hotels.
You can do it in the hotels.
Okay. Well, there you go. But then, if you're already staying at the hotel, then you've already used up your.
You don't have
gap
long lead
time.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're less likely to get it because they could be all taken.
Exactly.
But you can book it actually in Volcano Bay. Mm-hmm. So you can try, I guess, if you show up on a Monday and you think I'm going back on a Friday to try to get it, but I still think that's too short of a time.
Right, and honestly, we've had some questions too about like, oh, I'm coming in June and July. Book it now.
And they can get really expensive in the summer.
Yeah, the price just goes whoop, right up.
I got it in February for $200, then a week later it was $300, and some of you have messaged me that when you got it in the summer, they were like $600 for the single or the upper lower. Yeah.
Goodness.
They can be pricey.
Yes, so be aware.
If you want it, you just gotta hold on to that wait time. Just plan on doing other stuff. Watch Justice League: The Snyder Cut. That'll give you 4 hours right there.
4 hours, there you go. Just have your snacks around you,
Yeah.
Don't go out to dinner.
Yeah.
You're good. All right. Number 2 is from Logan. I hate roller coasters with a passion, he says. But after watching your videos, I tried Hagrid's and the Mummy, and it turns out I actually love them. However, I am wondering what your thoughts are on Rip Ride Rocket or the Hulk, which is more of an intro level as I try one of these. But I'm scared to death, especially doing it solo.
So he wants to know, of the two, which is the better entry point from the coasters he's been on.
Yeah.
And that's tough because those are the two
most intense,
fastest coasters.
Yeah.
Rip Ride Rocket goes 65, Hulk 67.
Mm-hmm.
The Hulk has a bunch of launch
Right.
start and a bunch of inversions.
Right.
Whereas Rip Ride Rocket, it's a normal drop.
Mm-hmm.
But the climb up is 90 degrees, which is kind of scary to people. That scares
right, and
people
with
off.
just a lap bar.
And then, but it doesn't go upside down. It's got that one loop, but there's a corkscrew at the top that technically doesn't count as an inversion.
Even though it feels like it.
Which one? Okay, you've done the Mummy, you've done Hagrid's. The next step up, which would you recommend?
Okay, so here, for me, I get slightly claustrophobic when it's an over-the-shoulder.
Yeah.
So, but some people really feel more secure with an over-the-shoulder harness. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you like it and you feel more secure with an over-the-shoulder harness, then go to Hulk. For me, I like the lap bar, and Rip Ride Rocket is not, to me, as intense as the Hulk. The climb up is the scariest part. And then really the corkscrew wasn't scary at all to me until you mentioned
my fear of it just flying open.
Yeah, because that's
one way you twist.
Yeah.
The force kind of leads that way to where you would think it would have opened up. So that's kind of scary.
Yes.
But my official recommendation, I think Rip Ride Rocket.
I kind of do too, but
I think it's a little less intense than the Hulk.
I think so. I would say so.
I mean, the climb up is scary, but it's relaxing. Just lay back and relax as you're climbing up.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all. You get really nervous.
Yeah, that's the only part that makes me nervous. Everything else is just fun for me.
So between the two, I'm thinking go with Rip Ride Rocket as the less intimidating between Hulk and Rip Ride Rocket.
There you go.
Okay. Just my opinion.
Number 3 is from Steve. As a fellow introvert living in the corporate world, the story of how you started a YouTube channel resonated with me. What was your biggest hurdle getting into the world of vlogging, and any tips for someone in similar shoes to get started?
Okay,
that was so
because
sweet.
I think he is considering starting a YouTube channel.
Right.
A hurdle could be the equipment.
Okay.
Got to buy a decent camera. The one we started was not really good vlogging camera, I don't think.
Right.
But a lot of people just use their phone, so you may already have your equipment. Mm-hmm. So what's I guess hurdle? What, just your attitude? Being prepared to.
Well, for us, how we started was we really weren't ones that walked around and talked straight in front of everybody. Because being an introvert, having attention might be difficult. That might be a hurdle. So we would pull off to the side.
Yeah.
Say what we needed to say on camera. Then we would do a walking panning shot and do voiceover.
Yeah.
Too.
Or you just say this is the camera. You just talk to the camera as you're walking. Hey, look at that. There's a Bourne Stuntacular. Hey, there's Marilyn over there. Whatever.
Right.
So you kind of just talk to your camera. It's not as, out there as doing this and
just walking.
You're talking to the camera and you're walking by people and they're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So you're right. That was a good tip. We would kind of pull over to the side if you're going to be outdoors among people, mm-hmm. And kind of get a little distance from people.
Right, exactly. So that's a good way to kind of, if you're going to be out and about and you're vlogging and that type of, manner, that's a good way.
Yeah, if you don't want to walk down the middle of the street with a camera right there, you're talking to the camera, think of what you want to say, pull over to a kind of a quieter spot.
Exactly.
Not so obvious what you're doing.
Exactly.
Good point, Nikki.
I think another would be do something that you're super passionate about, because that's helpful. If, you're doing it just to do it, then...
Yeah,
it might get in your head a little bit more, but if it's something that you feel strongly about or that you really enjoy or you really love, that's going to resonate, I think.
Yes. Also, you need to, I always talk about this, you can't have fear of other people's opinions. You're not going to make everyone happy. I don't. There's plenty of people who, dislike my channel or dislike me personally because of what they see on camera.
Or us. Both of
us. I just don't care. So you just can't care.
Yeah.
You gotta have thick skin.
Yes, and he has thick skin.
Nothing bothers me.
No, it really doesn't. I'm definitely more the sensitive one.
You'll watch a video. Oh my God, you have 7 thumbs down. I'm like, I don't care.
I know, I'm sensitive, I swear.
A good tip though is when you set up your channel, you can ban certain words.
Right.
So those words will never show up in the comments, so you won't see them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've banned all types of bad words or just phrases that I know like is a mean phrase.
Yeah.
So you won't see a lot of that. I hardly ever see like a snotty comment anymore because I have so many bad words banned or those phrases that are insulting.
Right, and essentially when those do come up, they go into a specific file or whatever,
and a different section that I just never click on
that you can review to
look
look at, but I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
And
so
the
there's ways to protect yourself and to
I was going to say if one of those kind of a mean person gets through all those hurdles, there's a feature called hide from channel.
Mm-hmm.
So you just put that person as hidden from your channel. And they can still on their end make comments, all the mean comments they want. They think they're being funny. They think they're getting to you, but they never show up. I don't see them.
No one sees
them. The only person who sees them is the mean person leaving the mean comment.
Right,
So
exactly.
Just hide those people from the channel.
Well, and then
but they'll still get notification of your videos. They can still watch your videos. So if they want to hate watch you, they can do that. But you never see their mean comments.
Right, and then you don't necessarily want that kind of vitriol in the comments either.
No.
You want it to be a positive
place.
happy space.
Yeah.
I'm sure, being an introvert too,
Mm-hmm.
you want it to be positive and happy. So all good things.
But you can't let others. Sometimes people just might have a different opinion than you,
right?
And not be mean about it. That's fine.
Yeah, and we encourage that. And if you have a differing opinion, that's totally great. We just don't want it to get personal on us, other theme park goers, or each other. We want it to be a positive, happy, safe space.
Just can't get your feelings hurt easily.
Yeah.
So, which is I have no problem with. I don't expect everyone to like me, so I don't get my feelings hurt when someone doesn't like me.
That's true.
So, all right, next question.
Next question. Number 4 is from Carissa. We are planning a trip for 7 days this summer and wanted to ask if it is worth getting a fast pass for Volcano Bay and what days are better to go. And if we decide not to do express for 1 day at Universal Studios in IOA, what would be the best day to visit to not get that?
Okay. First of all, Volcano Bay, they do not have express passes, right? There's no express line for any of the slides, is there?
I didn't see one the last time we were there.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is. If there is, they don't have it right now, but I don't think so.
I didn't notice anybody
No. And then the other thing is, a best day to visit any of the parks, Volcano Bay or the theme parks, would be in the middle of the week.
Right.
Especially right now during this great weather, the summertime and springtime and summertime, Volcano Bay will be really busy in the weekends because of Floridians driving up from wherever to visit the parks. Mm-hmm. In the summer, I probably would recommend. She said for 7 people.
7 days.
7 days. Okay. Right. Okay. It would be better if you got express passes if you bought that. But if you didn't want to get express passes, again, the middle of the week would be the lightest days.
Right. And again, if you're not doing one of the more luxury hotels and you're wanting to put out, the money for it, wait and see how it is that day. You don't always have to commit ahead of time.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5 is from Robert. We are planning on coming back to Universal this year on October 3rd, but we are concerned that the Disney celebration starting on October 1st would also overflow with increased traffic for HHN. Yeah. Should we plan mid-September? And also, do I need to try and buy an extra night for HHN on top of the one that's included with my Premier Pass?
Okay. Yes, I think October's going to be busy. You're going to have that Halloween Horror Nights stuff. He's right. Halloween Horror Nights, the 50th anniversary for Disney.
Right. And then...
Oh, man.
It's going to be a crazy time. So, starting now, honestly, straight through.
And as far as an express pass for HHN, yes, I do recommend. We can do all 10 houses in one night with express, but we are like hustle, hustle, hustle. And I think you want to go at a slower pace.
Right. Now, you could do the VIP experience, too, and then you can get through all the houses at an even faster pace than express.
Yeah. Oh, the other part of that was what he wanted to know if he should move to from that first week in October to what mid-September?
September.
Probably. I mean, you wouldn't have the 50th anniversary stuff at Disney happening yet.
Right.
And Halloween Horror Nights would still be going on.
Right.
Because it starts like early this year. What was it, like the 3rd or?
Yes, a couple weeks earlier. Yeah. At least a week.
So I think that would probably be better for you to change that timing.
Yeah, I think that's a valid, And
if you go to HHN during the week, it's not every night, but if you can come on one of the nights that they have during the week, it will be less crowded than the weekend.
Okay. So we're expecting 10 houses. Yeah. Now, the thing is that you're hustling to get to the houses to get them in one night. Mm-hmm. So if you were to do 2 nights, you could do half the houses and enjoy like the food and the scare zones a bit more. Yeah. So, it's up to you definitely, but you could move at a slower pace and enjoy a little bit of the extras if you go 2 nights.
Yes.
That's what I think. For sure. Number 6 is from Nick. For July 2020, I have 3 days planned for Universal and 5 days at Disney. 2 days at Magic Kingdom and 1 day for the others. Do you think this is enough time to experience all or most of the attractions? Also, would we be able to experience anything Harry Potter in 1 day? A Harry Potter challenge would be great.
That would be a good video.
Yes.
Do all the Harry Potter stuff in one video.
Yeah.
Both parks. 2 days for Magic Kingdom.
1 day for the rest.
He used the phrase most everything done. And I think you can get most everything done with how you have it planned. Everything, I don't think everything. Disney World, our Magic Kingdom, has a lot of rides. It's a challenge. They're actually like whole websites devoted to getting every ride done at Magic Kingdom. And they still will probably not have the fast passes.
Right.
But I think you can, a day at Animal Kingdom, a day at Epcot.
Yeah, and a day at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, I think all of
those
are doable.
I think you're okay.
I think so,
I mean, you won't get every ride and attraction done, but you'll get most.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everything you really want.
I think so, too. Mm-hmm. And then are you able to experience everything for Harry Potter in 1 day?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. I would think so. I mean, obviously, Hagrid's is going to take up a bulk of your time.
Maybe. When is he coming? You know what? I might have a video done on that before you get here. I might do that. The Harry Potter challenge.
Okay.
Everything Harry Potter, 1 day.
Fun. Can I be with you?
Yes, you can.
Nice. All right, number 7 is from Jordan. I love your videos, and I was wondering if you could post dates when you're planning on going to the theme park so people will know when you will be there or not.
No, I cannot.
Because
part of it is
he's not a planner.
I hardly know what I'm doing, till the night before I do it. Sometimes I'll wake up the morning of, and then I have to make a decision.
Right.
But typically, I am at a theme park Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yes.
More often than not, the Universal parks. Mm-hmm. I try to do a Disney once a week. It hasn't been working because of the whole busyness right now, but
right, and your lack of planning.
Yeah, yeah. I have to plan for Disney more than Universal.
Oh yes.
Universal, I just have to wake up early. That's all I have to do. I don't have to plan so much. But Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I'm at a park. Mm-hmm. I try to do a live stream on Saturday nights.
Right.
So there you go. And if you follow me on IG, most of the time I will do a story when I'm in the park and can kind of see where I'm at and cut me off at the pass.
Right, most of the time.
Not every time.
No, because if it's like an intensive,
If it's one of my work videos,
right.
I don't look at my phone that much.
And by work videos, we just mean more planning and more organization in...
More facts that I have to know, and set out in a certain way.
Yeah, his brain is thinking just on the video, not on having fun.
Yeah, some of the videos are easier than others, or harder than others. Like,
that's true.
Follow me around, those are easy. I'll do a story then, because I'm like, we're going to wander around the park and see what's happening. Versus, okay, I have... item number 4 on this Rix Top 6, I have to be over here, but that's like half the world away from where I am now. And
most of his like Instagram stories look so much better when I do them.
They do. So
yeah.
But just look for the big yellow guy. Yellow shoes is the real giveaway.
That's the key. All right, number 8 is from Martin. What do you think the chances are that the Veloci Coaster is a surprise ad to the June Orlando Informer meetup? We are all hoping for that.
I talked to the guys over there at our Orlando Informer about that.
Yeah.
And I think that is their most asked question right now.
100%.
And they couldn't give me an answer.
No.
So, I don't know.
Even if they know, they can't give it up.
Even if they knew, they wouldn't tell me that.
Exactly. So, we're all just hoping. Putting good vibes out in the world. Yeah. All right, number 9 is from Patrick. In several of your videos, there is a C&O train in the background. Mm-hmm. Could you tell me more where that is? My late grandfather worked and retired from C&O and would love to get some pictures of it.
Yes, now, this was when we were in the pandemic.
Oh, so it's in Winter Garden.
Exactly. This is when
our hometown.
We weren't allowed to go to the theme parks, and I wanted a pretty backdrop.
That's right.
To like whatever video I was making.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that is in my hometown of Winter Garden.
It is.
Winter Garden, Florida. It's on Plant Street.
Yes. Tons of great restaurants and a cute little museum, and it's got a whole biking trail. It's a beautiful area. So
a lot of people just getting turned on to Winter Garden. My hometown. I was born there. Right down the road from Plant Street. There used to be a hospital there. I've outlived the hospital.
Yeah, the hospital is
torn down the hospital.
Exactly. Yeah. It was an open field for a while. I don't even know what's there anymore.
And also there, the place I most recommend you eat if you're not going to eat at theme park property like at Disney or Universal, there is a steakhouse there called Matthew's. Now you have to reserve your table at least 7 to 10 days in advance there.
And we love them. We have done almost every major event in our lives, from college graduations to...
For the past 25
anniversaries
years.
To birthdays for 25 years. Yeah, so they're like family to us, and we highly recommend them.
So that's where you can get, you can see your little caboose.
Yes.
And also make a reservation at Matthew's Steakhouse. Mm-hmm. Just Google it, Matthew's Steakhouse, Winter Garden. Again... way in advance, at least 7 days to get yourself a table.
Exactly.
It's the best. If I had had to choose a last meal for whatever reason, it'd be at Matthew's.
That's awesome. Well, back to the C&O train that in the background. One of the museums. There's a couple, I think, but one of them is specifically dedicated to the trains.
Yes.
So it's a small little place, but it's quaint and cute. Yeah. And if you're going to be there and you're going to get pictures of the train, you might as well stop in there. I think they're the times that they're open, they close at 3. Yeah. So it's like 11 to 3 is when they're open or something like that. So definitely worth it.
Yeah, just visit downtown Winter Garden on Plant Street.
Yes.
Historic downtown Winter Garden.
Love it. All right, number 10. Our last one is from Scott. When do you think Disney will stop using reservations for park admissions? They've
already covered this. This is kind of official Disney information. Mm-hmm. The reservation system will be in place through the year 2022. So the earliest you would not have to make a reservation or that system would go away would be the early part of the year 2023. And that is it.
That's it.
I think that was a long video today.
Was it? Well, we talked a lot. We went off the rails a couple times.
We did. Anyway, let's get back on rails and say...
Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
Thanks for watching Rix Flix, and now it's time to relax.